So I see three elements which are, at least in the early work that I see three elements of it. One is sort of ethics and engaged leadership. Like how much is the leadership engaged in ethics conversations, and how much are they like evaluating products and their own decisions. And some of this is the dimension of reflexivity that Ian covered before, but that's more on a innovation process perspective, right? So we almost can kind of separate the innovation from the entrepreneurship, right? Although they're like kind of related a lot. But if for the purpose of convenience and research, we can kind of like, okay, innovation one piece, entrepreneurship is another piece. So in that realm, ethics and engaged leadership, ethical decision making, these are things that we would consider as one element. The second thing, which is not often talked about, is business models. Right, so you could have a fantastically, responsible innovation, but if the business model is not, supporting the entrepreneurship, the rent generation, and it can go really sideways, as we've seen in the FTX scandal. The product was supposed to, democratize, investment, right? But then what happened, right? With lots of the Bitcoin and especially the blockchain innovation, although that part is really the core part of blockchain is interesting and important, but what kind of business model are you using to commercialize that? So that's super important to me. To me, there are certain business models which can be considered inherently unethical. So that's something we could think about from an entrepreneurship standpoint. And then finally, which something that that Ian also covered, from governance. A lot of the responsible innovation is governance. So a lot of it is culture, systems, compensation. I was talking with one company, which I'm not going to name them, but they're focused on getting products. They have a responsible innovation group, and they're always talking about responsible innovation, but oftentimes it's after the fact, after the product has been created. And the reason for that is their compensation, the way they're structured for compensation, is they get 3 times their salary as a bonus if they have a product in market within the year, right? So time to market is really important for these firms. And so there's certainly some downsides to responsible innovation and downsides to responsible entrepreneurship. Yeah, your process might get slowed down, but it probably is going to help you from being sued in a class action lawsuit like Purdue did, right? If you take all the due care and so on and so forth, it might be a longer process. So that needs certain governance mechanisms, certain cultural mechanisms, and so on and so forth. So I just want to quickly talk a little bit about the entrepreneurship side, because a number of our faculty are involved in entrepreneurship research, leadership, and these kinds of things. So we don't have we haven't really fleshed out that part yet, but we'd like to to get your help with that also. So please, if you're doing that type of work, please consider applying and being involved with the center's work.